I actually really like this one. I think she has a lot of potential. Yeah, don't hire your kid to do your marketing. You know, that's quite common. We see that a lot, the weird letter thing. And this thing too, don't do the "our marketer quit." That's really old. It's like 5 years ago that was popular, and everyone knows right now that your marketer didn't actually quit. You're just cheap. Here's another one. Taking a screenshot of your page, not a good look. Blurry photos, definitely not a good look. MILF and cookies, oh please. Looks like that guy is ready for a spanking. Okay, so if you're going to use a template to design an ad, make sure you actually fill in your company information. You can see in multiple places they have failed to fill out the proper information. So this is supposed to be a marketing company. I don't know if I would feel confident hiring them to do my ads. And again, another marketing company, and another one. You definitely want to avoid using your photos for ads, especially, like you're supposed to be a construction company. If I'm scrolling through the news feed, I am not going to stop and look at this ad. If I'm looking for construction, let's say I want to build a new home or do a renovation on the house, put an addition on, this does not scream construction company. This screams family photo. People aren't going to understand. Remember, this is paid advertising. People are scrolling through the news feed, and if you don't catch their attention with something relevant to their interests, they're going to scroll right by. It looks like he's standing outside of an abandoned building, like he was out walking with his friends and he decided to take a selfie. This does not stand out to me as a roofing company ad. Do the prospective customers who are looking at this ad understand what's being marketed? I don't think so. Now, this is one of those situations where you're taking a bunch of pictures of your refrigerators from your phone, and it looks like she accidentally uploaded a photo of herself in the bathroom. Very, very strange. Okay, so if you're going to use AI, you want to go back and Photoshop and make sure whatever mumbo jumbo was spit out by the AI, you go through and correct it, right? You can't get away with just using AI. You have to use Photoshop still. So yet again, a situation where they took an AI-generated photo, slapped a really poor-looking photo of their actual product over top of it. Now, I actually like the color scheme here, except for she's missing some body parts. We won't dive much deeper. And of course, the arm twisted behind the back clearly doesn't make sense anatomically. That's what AI was known for and still known for. Zoom in here and you're going to see, what is that? Is that supposed to be a human? Very strange. So, AI has gotten a little bit better with the humans. This was probably a 2023 ad, maybe a 2024 ad, but you want to check your work. I like the colors. The photo's not bad. I mean, it could be better, but come on, guys. No one's going to let you get away with a name like that. For those of you who don't know, the product being offered here is a recreational drug, which is known for causing sudden death. So not only do we not recommend buying from this company, we don't recommend using any product like this. And we certainly don't endorse this content. So hey, YouTube, Google, don't flag us. Come on. And as a side note, Facebook, you definitely want to clean up stuff like this. The previous ad, Whippets, the active ingredient in that is nitrous oxide, which is what these lawyers are talking about here in this ad. So don't do drugs, don't advertise for drugs. Now, if you're going to upload photos for your ads and not have professionals do it, make sure you choose the right photo. That's not carpet. You've probably seen this one in our recent video, the top 20 advertising mistakes on Facebook. This is filled with typos and contextual issues, whatever you want to call it, right? Appliances on sale up to 0% off. They probably meant to say up to 40% off, up to 50% off, but no credit need. Again, doesn't take that much effort to go back and check your work or hire a marketing company. So you just have to be cautious when using emojis. You don't want to make this look like a little kid designed it, right? I mean, emojis aren't decoration. They're supposed to draw attention to important parts of your ad. So we like to do emojis near phone numbers. This whole area with the no credit needed, we do financing. We would recommend removing all that weird stuff and just doing gray or green check marks. So remember, emojis are not decorations. Blurry photo, they obviously took this stock photo from the internet, possibly not even a legitimate company, but the other thing is, if you notice in the description of their ad, they basically copied and pasted the same thing 3 times. And this weird thing where they try to spell installation with capital and lowercase letters. I don't know if you know this, but Facebook actually knows the difference between capital and lowercase. They still see it as the word installation. And even though they have gotten a little bit better about letting things like this slide, it is still against the rules to post the word installation or refinishing or service. You're just less likely to get flagged for it. Now, if a competitor sees your content and starts flagging it, yeah, your chances of getting cleared by Facebook once you get flagged are much lower. You probably remember this one. Upgrade. Again, very simple mistake. Should have corrected it before your ad went live. Messed up the format of their phone number. Floor natural. You could make that look a little better, like natural floors. You can advertise flooring installation and refinishing in a paid advertisement. On Marketplace you can't, but here you can. So natural flooring, natural finish, like whatever you want to say, just not floor natural. And then also, let's take a note here. As you can see, it says free ES. And what we know about these videos is that Facebook gives you a preview of the beginning of your video. And most likely this video is going to go on to say free estimates if we actually click on it. When people have autoplay off on Facebook and they're scrolling, they're going to see a paused version of your video. And if you don't have your video designed correctly to have everything spelled out in the very first frame, it's not going to make sense to people. And honestly, this isn't the worst ad I've ever seen, except for she spelled a bunch of stuff wrong. Our brand aims to redefine personal care industry by creating high-quality natural products with pure plant-based ingredients. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. I would say feel free to go ahead and pause the video and let us know how long it took you to figure out what this ad is for. I'm still kind of confused about it. Maybe they offer some sort of product, or maybe they're a logistics network. Kind of hard to tell from the ad. Maybe it's somewhere in that text, but I'm not reading that. Again, kind of hard to tell if I'm scrolling really fast. The fact that they have the hot tub covered up by that big red and white star thing that says surf the savings sooner. Maybe make the tsunami of savings a little smaller and put that up at the top. I do like the way this looks, but from a marketing standpoint, the whole point of running ads is to sell more inventory. I mean, unless you're a huge trillion-dollar corporation and then you're running ads to brainwash the public. But for this situation, they're probably trying to sell hot tubs. We've done so much hot tub advertising that my suggestion would be to have the hot tub be the focus of the ad. Have it be so very obvious that you are selling hot tubs, maybe even put more than one hot tub. Is this going to actually generate sales for me? When people see this, are they going to stop? Are they going to engage with the ad? You have to be thoughtful about that. Once again, if you're just scrolling really fast, this looks like they're advertising van rentals maybe, or van sales. Nowhere in the graphic does it say anything about gas appliance repair. If I'm in the market for appliance repair right now and I see this ad, I'm going to keep scrolling because it does not stand out to me as an ad for appliance repair. It stands out as something to do with a white van. What is the customer thinking? Not only is it what are they thinking based on the way I've designed my ad, but what are they thinking based on the way everyone else is designing their ads and the way Facebook culture is. If everyone else for appliance repair has photos of appliances, put appliances in your ad. Okay, here's another example of the situation where the video, when it's paused, right, like people don't have autoplay on Facebook. A little funky. First of all, it doesn't even look like a real photo of a metal building. It looks like a graphic. It looks fake, but it looks even more ridiculous because they probably had some sort of transition into the beginning of the video. the preview screen is only catching that transition. In general, we featured this here because we want you to be aware of things like that. If you are creating a video, whether you use Final Cut Pro or some other platform, you have to be cautious because Facebook is going to give a preview of your video with the very first frame. And if the very first frame is something weird like this, it's not going to be the best look. Now, this is a bonus. So there's an advertising agency, I think they're nearby to us, the Buffalo area, but it looks like they are possibly false advertising. So 125 years in business, right? Wow, impressive. They must be legitimate. Like the founding fathers were around back then. Just kidding, but that's a long time ago. It's 2025, so they've been around since 1900. I mean, that was before World War I. So a little bit of research, and what do we find? Ascend Digital Agency has only been in business for 4 years. Since we're in the industry of advertising, and transparency is so very important to us because there are so many scammers out there, right? If you are looking for marketing services and you talk to 3 scammers before you get on the phone with MarketMaster, you're going to be a little bit on edge. So we need to stop things like this in the marketing industry. It is so bad. I bet you if you call up 9 out of 10 businesses, they're going to say something to you like, yeah, we're kind of skeptical. We've paid money in the past and we got 0 results. We need to end that stigma. Our agency has never let a client down, and I hope you'll give us a chance to do that for you.